So yeah, you move on to UTEP. We've talked about you've coached NFL player Aaron Jones. You also coached Cedric Lang, who also played in the NFL. Tell more about the viewers, the difference between California and then El Paso, Texas.
Well, big difference. Well, first of all, Texas is such a huge state that El Paso to LA is shorter than El Paso to Houston. That's how big the state is of Texas.
El Paso
Um,
has its own time zone.
yeah, exactly. And we were right on the New Mexico border. So you're right by New Mexico State, Las
Mm-hmm.
Cruces, that's your rival. It's so much different to live there. I mean, you're right on the border where Juarez is.
Yeah.
It gets pretty warm. We get dust storms. But this was a place that had a lot of basketball tradition. Don Haskins was there. They won a national title.
Yep.
Tiny Archibald, one of the best point guards ever played there. Tim Hardaway, another great point guard, played there. On and on. They had a lot of great talent, and fans come every game. I mean, I remember we had our inter-squad scrimmage. We had 8,500 people at the scrimmage. I couldn't believe it. And then regular games, I remember we played Arizona there, was sold out. And regular conference games or, games of meaning, you had 12-5. And, it's one of those things where it's just everybody in town. You either live on the west side or the east side. The west side is where the university is. And it's like kind of like its own little tiny town right there. And everybody goes to the same restaurants. And you either live down in the valley or you live up on the mountain. And, it's different living, but it's fun. They got a good sized airport. The problem was in Conference USA is you'd have a conference game against Old Dominion or Charlotte or Florida Atlantic, and you got to it takes you a whole day to get there, and you're going commercial. You're not going private.
Yeah.
So we would have to leave Tuesday, have adjust to the time zone Wednesday and practice, and then play Thursday. Then have to travel maybe to Western Kentucky and play that night, and then Sunday you spend 3/4 of the day getting back to El Paso.
Yeah.
So it was very hard for the players academically, and for the coaches and recruiting wise. We recruited a lot in LA because it was a pretty quick flight and it's pretty easy. Arizona and obviously all through Texas, but a lot of tradition, a lot of great people, and we really enjoyed the 3 years that we had there.
Was Rodney Terry from Fresno State the head coach then when you were there, or was that
He
later?
left. He replaced us.
Okay.
So
I remember him from Fresno State because my parents moved there. And
yeah, Rodney was at Fresno. Then he came and took a job at UTEP, I think 4 years, and then he went to.
Now he's at Texas, and he just got re-signed.
Yeah, he was assistant at Texas, and then when all that happened with Chris Beard, he got the interim, and then he proved himself, and he got the job. So he was an assistant at Texas for like 10 or 12 years before he went to Fresno. So he had a lot of experience at Texas. But Ronnie's a good guy, and he did a good job this year.